Sends a message to other countries that the president means what he says and that he is going to deliver punishment if if countries don't cooperate.
A possible trade war averted after Colombia agrees to accept planes of migrants that departed from right here in San Diego. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Marcella Lee. Tonight, President Trump is declaring victory over Colombia. It follows threats he made if they didn't comply. CBS 8's Shannon Handy has the details, including what we know about the flights that took off from San Diego.
I spoke with a defense official who confirmed 2 C-17s left MCS Miramar on Saturday headed for Colombia, but they were forced to turn back after Colombia refused to accept them. That has since changed.
As Commander-in-Chief, I have no higher responsibility than to defend our country from threats and invasions.
President Trump is making good on his promise to crack down on immigration. Over the weekend, 2 U.S. military planes departed MCS Miramar to return deported migrants to Colombia, but they were forced to turn back after the country's president said he wouldn't accept the flights, saying the U.S. cannot treat Colombian migrants as criminals. President Trump responded by threatening a travel ban on Colombian government officials and 25% tariffs on imported goods, which would increase to 50% in a week. Ultimately, Colombia backed down.
El gobierno de Colombia informa que hemos superado el impasse con el gobierno de los Estados Unidos.
Colombian Foreign Minister Luis Gilberto Murillo said his country will receive returning Colombian nationals. In response, the White House released a statement saying, in part, draft orders imposing tariffs and sanctions on Colombia would be held in reserve and not signed unless Colombia fails to honor this agreement. Today's events make clear to the world that America is respected again. President Trump expects all other nations of the world to fully cooperate in accepting the deportation of their citizens illegally present in the United States. Doris Meisner is a senior fellow and director of the U.S. Immigration Policy Program at the Migration Policy Institute.
He's trying to use a strongman message, and he's prepared to pull out all the stops in order to have it succeed.
Experts say if Colombia did not concede, it would have forced Americans to pay higher prices for certain goods like coffee and flowers. But Colombia would have suffered the biggest blow. According to U.S. trade data, the U.S. is Colombia's largest trading partner with $33.8 billion worth of two-way trade in 2023. Of those 2 flights that turned back, only 1 landed in San Diego, the other in Texas. The White House says those visa restrictions on Colombian government officials will stay in place until the first plane load of deportees lands in Colombia. Reporting outside MCS Miramar, I'm Shannon Handy for CBS 8.